7 months since the outbreak. We still live in fear of the virus, the green poison. The real danger is out there, waiting.
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Cheese and welcome to my very first review ever here on the channel about The Division 2. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe down below. I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to hit 10k on this channel and thank you guys a lot. The Division 2 is actually a third-person RPG shooter, which means RPG is actually an open world and third person is the position of the camera. The game itself includes story missions, side missions, and also the whole game can be played in multiplayer. So if you start off playing the game, the first thing you do is create a character, then you're getting instructions on what to do, how to aim, how to shoot, how to cover, how to actually jump over things, and then you're gonna just look around in the world. So it's really easy the way they teach you things, the way you like train yourself going into the story missions. They also show you guys what you can actually upgrade. So where is the game about? They show you everything in detail and they just keep giving you pop-ups on, okay, from this you have to go here and from this you have to go there. So you're learning really easily throughout the game. They show you on the map that you have a new mission, so you're not missing out on things. You're not gonna have like question marks while playing the game. If you go to new locations, they actually show you the name of the location. They show you what kind of shops do you have and a lot of awesome stuff like that. If you follow the main missions, you will actually end up in all the locations in the map and you will just level up really quickly and be able to go throughout the whole map. The missions actually include these nice cutscenes. I'm not spoiling anything about the story, but the third person shooting is really nice. It looks pretty dope. It's also pretty easy, gotta say. I'm playing this game on the PlayStation 4 and I do think the controls are pretty easy for beginners as well. The Division 2 doesn't have a difficult mode. It's actually the enemies you play against, they are a specific level, and of course the higher the level, the more health they have. So while killing enemies and completing missions, you actually rank up as well. So the higher level you are, the better weapons you can carry and the better armor you can actually get. You also just keep on upgrading your special grenades and stuff like that as well. You can have drones, you can have like literally anything. There's so many possibilities, like this grenade actually rolling through the enemy right there. So with a lot of different environments and also a lot of different enemies. For example, I'm shooting a Saint right now, which is like a giant with a panzer, which is pretty hard to kill. And throughout the game, you're gonna notice that there are more of these guys. So the game is built on variety and the missions are nicely done as you have to interact with the world around you. And it's so easy to get yourself ammunition throughout the missions. You would really experience the living world of Division 2 as there is so much to do and there is so much around you that you won't get bored just for a second. All these missions are actually playable online, like I already said, and you can actually play these all with your friends. So the RPG is pretty much joinable for all your friends, so you can just invite your friends. They can come over and do these missions. So the main missions, also the side missions. There are actually also co-op missions which you have to do to complete the main story. There's so much to do. You have all these different side missions where you can interact with the people that are actually hiring you. What I noticed when I played this game for just a couple of hours is that there is so much to do in the world. So you're gonna have a long time completing all of these different missions, as some of these missions are actually pretty hard. In The Division 2, you can't just go anywhere. You have to unlock different parts in the map. You actually do that while following the main story. Like I already said, you will end up everywhere doing the main story. So this is also how you are going to go through the whole map. So you just can't go through the whole map without completing the stories, like you see over here. So in this area, you can only go if you're between level 4 or 8. Then we also have different areas where you can do a whole lot of different stuff. This is kind of what it looks like. You just actually accept a mission or go for a story mission. You jump down here and then you're gonna run on the streets. Throughout going to the missions, because you can't fast travel in the game, in the Division 2 you will notice that you're spending a whole lot of time on the streets, which you would normally do with your homies, but right now it's super different. Everything looks abandoned. The streets are just a total mess, cars everywhere, just what you would expect from the Division. You will also meet enemies on the street, so you don't have to kill them every time. You can try to ignore them, but sometimes they spot you and they will directly attack you. Co-op missions in this game are easily accessible with your friends, but also with strangers. If you go to the location on the map where you see the co-op mission, in this location you can start matchmaking and play with random strangers, or actually go in with your friends. Before this game came out, we actually had a private and also a open beta, which I both played, and the difference between the beta and the version right now, the end game, is that the graphics are just way and way better. While leveling up, you're looting around the missions, you will find yourself better ammunition, better armor, better things, but if you're a higher level, you're able to pick up better loot. So the higher the level, the better loot you're gonna find, and this is basically what you're striving for. Playing, gaining XP, ranking up, and then getting better loot. There's a place to get loot pretty easy actually, but it's also a dangerous place. This place right here is called the Dark Zone. This place is accessible from different sides. It actually has different doors. You get to this Dark Zone pretty fast while completing some main missions. Right now we're actually gonna find a care package which is dropped in this dangerous zone. So shooting some enemies, these by the way were not online players, but all the weapons and everything that you find in the Dark Zone is actually toxic. So you can't just bring it back or put it on. So everything that you're gonna find in the Dark Zone is toxic, so it has to go to the lab first before you can get it yourself. So for these weapons, this loot, you actually have to do more work, as online players also can attack you. So for example, if another team, another player is going for a care package and you're actually gonna steal his stuff, you can do that if you want to do that. You can also loot your stuff. If they shoot you, they can just loot your stuff. So it's pretty easy to get good loot in here if you like shoot a player. If you like have a team and you go just to one player that is a high level, you can shoot him down, you will get his stuff. But actually, to get your loot to the other side, make sure to call the helicopter in, which is actually gonna send your loot to the lab. This is how the loot goes from point A to point B, so from the DZ to the restricted zone. Now you can actually start using the loot that you found in the DZ. The Dark Zone is accessible from a lot of different sides, and also the Dark Zone is a really big place. The highest level that you can get is level 30, so you really have to rank up really fast to go to level 30. But there are also a lot of players online that actually reach that level already, and so you don't want to meet these guys. You don't want to be like that single guy in the DZ actually spotting 4 level 30s, which actually are super pro, and you're all on your own losing your loot. This is Division 2, an open world where you guys can play with your friends and have a lot of fun there, or dive into the story mission. Let it drag you away into this beautiful adventure, where shooting is a lot of fun and also looks super epic. The sounds of the guns are insane and the aiming is easy to control. Play with your friends and get yourself the best gear out there. While doing this, of course, make sure to visit the Dark Zone, the scary place where you're probably gonna get killed a lot of times, but you just hope to find that good loot there, don't you? Many and many hours can go into this game before you complete the main story, the side missions, you reach level 30 and do a lot of awesome stuff with your friends and trying to take over the DZ. So I would say go out on the streets of the Division 2 and have a lot of fun playing. If you did really like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe down below if you think it was worth it. And I would like to see you guys tomorrow at a brand new video here on the channel. This was Cheese. Peace.